So I got a great question recently, which was, does a higher base premium result in greater long-term cash value for a policyholder? Well, the answer is potentially, but ultimately no. Or I should say not no, that I've never seen it actually happen with any policy that has lived the test of time. So let's break this down a little bit. Again, the question was, does a higher base premium result in greater long-term cash values? Why that question would even come up is when I look at how a policy works, base premium dollars in respect to one's cash value typically do not show up in cash value in the first year and sometimes the first and second year. If it's a traditional whole life insurance policy, my base premium dollars, nothing in cash value up front, typically beginning year 3, those base premium dollars, those payments come back to cash value. Up on the screen is a traditional whole life insurance policy, 100% base premium. Okay, now PUA dollars immediately go into cash value, do buy me some death benefit, but I see them in cash value, money I can access, begins to earn dividends and the guaranteed rate sooner than later. There's no huge overcharge for that PUA payment like the base premium payment. Up on the screen, you see a policy with the same amount of money going in, but we see a minimum premium and greater cash values from start to finish. So when we hear that question again, does a higher base premium result in greater cash value long term? How could that be the case when I look at those two examples? I see the first one with all base premium, nothing in cash value, and then the other one, a lot more in cash value. Here's the thing. When I have a life insurance policy, a company is going to pay me a dividend. They're not guaranteed, but the top companies have paid them all for over 150 years. They pay them. So if I take a company that has a 6% dividend, for example, let's assume they have a 4% guarantee. What this means is the guaranteed rate of 4%, that's the contractual minimum, that's applied on my entire cash value, and that guaranteed 4% is applied in an equal manner to cash value generated from base premium dollars and cash value generated from PUA dollars. Total dividend was 6%. Guarantee was 4%. This means the company declared a surplus of 2%. That surplus of 2% is treated in a different manner on cash value generated from base premium dollars and PUA dollars. Specifically, what happens is often a more favorable surplus dividend, because everything above the guarantee, more favorable dividend is paid on base premium dollars compared to PUA dollars. With most companies, some companies out there right now pay the same on everything, but most companies will pay a more favorable dividend on base premium dollars. So what this means, going back to the base premium, nothing shows up in cash value in the first and second year, but the company says, hey, the higher the base premium you have, the higher potential non-guaranteed dividend we will pay you on your policy. So we're going to pull those two examples up again here on the screen. On the left, you see the traditional 100% base premium policy, and on the right, you see a policy where we maximized it for cash value, minimum premium. Now in green, you see the cash value, you see the difference day one, you see the difference long term, clear winner. However, look at those two columns that read annual dividend. This is the same policy, same company, same individual, health rating, everything's equal here. Same out of pocket, except for the design. What do you notice about that dividend column? World of difference, isn't it? Yeah, the policy with less cash value has a higher illustrated dividend payout. That is because we have a higher underlying base premium. Now, with that said, it's still a no-brainer as far as which one I will go with, because the cash value, that's my actual money. The net cash value is what I have access to. That should be my focus if I'm interested in whole life insurance for the cash value. Now, let's look at a different example. Instead of just going all base premium, let's look at a policy that has not a max cash value design, but 30% of the payment is going toward the premium and 70% toward PUAs. What do you notice here? Well, as you look at the two, the 30% premium example is decent upfront, not as strong as that 10% premium example. What do you notice over time? Cash value in the 10% premium is still stronger from start to finish. Dividend payout, what do you notice there in that dividend column? That 30% premium example has a higher dividend all the way through. Yet, which one gives me a greater net cash value over time? Clear, obvious winner is still that minimum premium policy. So, as we kind of sum all of this up, the argument sometimes that we hear, or what you may hear as a consumer is, if you go with that higher base premium and dividends go up, because they have to go up with how low we are right now. Been hearing that for the past 10 years. Dividends have to go up with how low we are right now, which means your cash value will go up with a higher base premium and you'll likely have more money. Here is the big thing to focus on. Actual performance. And that's what I'm so big on. That's why I always talk about the 4 major mutual companies. They have consistently delivered among the strongest cash values to consumers. We've placed 2 bank-owned life insurance policies over the past 12 to 14 months. Carriers were used were among those 4 major mutual companies. That was the preference. There's a reason for that. They've actually delivered. So, aside from what illustrations project, throw all that stuff out the window. Who has consistently delivered the strongest actual policies to consumers? We've seen 2 things. Policies with those top companies, those 4 major mutuals, Mass Mutual, Guardian, New York Life, Northwestern Mutual. I can't even sell Northwestern, but we've seen them actually deliver. They only work with their career agents. That's why I can't sell them. But with that said, they're a top company. And the other thing, so you've got those 4 carriers. Step 2, properly designed policy. The policy must be designed properly. So again, hopefully this provided more information, but it provided some clarity around the base premium, the PUA piece. We've got other videos, case studies where we really dig into it with different funding examples, funding for a short period, funding for a long period of time. Feel free to check out any of those case studies. But if you have questions on this at all, or you'd like to see some custom examples, reach out anytime, call, email us. And as always, I hope this helps. Hey guys, Steve Parisi here. If you enjoyed the content you just saw, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for future videos. If you'd like more information or to see some custom policies for yourself, feel free to call or email our offices at the contact information below.